This video is part of the Living with Worry, Anxiety and Depression series. It will specifically cover anxiety and how to calm your mind and body and talk through some examples and techniques of how to do this. My name is Ilana Foreman and I'm an assistant psychologist working within CPFT as part of the CAP team within the Peterborough Exemplar project. Calm minds think differently. Often when we feel anxious, our brain can become overwhelmed and it can be difficult to take in or process information. Therefore, before attempting to do something, it is important to calm your mind. Later in this video, I'll be talking through some techniques you can try to help calm your mind and hopefully reduce your anxiety. First, I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about anxiety, what it is and what it feels like. Here are some of the symptoms or feelings you may experience when you're feeling anxious. For example, a churning stomach, your heart beating faster, and changes in your breathing. Our body has two systems, the sympathetic nervous system, which we often call the fight or flight system, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which we often refer to as the rest and digest system. These systems inhibit each other, so we are usually either in fight or flight or rest and digest mode. When we're threatened by something, we go into fight or flight mode so that we're ready to protect ourselves. Coronavirus represents a threat to our physical health, our loved ones and our well-being, so a lot of us will be in fight or flight mode more often at the moment. In the short term, if we're crossing the street or trying to avoid coughing people on transport, it can be helpful to be in fight or flight mode so that we spot danger quickly and are able to move to safety if needed. However, in the long term, fight or flight mode can be exhausting. As all of our blood flow is going to our muscles in readiness to run, it's not going to our digestive system, so we don't get the nutrients or calories we need from our food so easily. It's hard to sleep, so our bodies don't repair and recover as well. Blood flow to the brain isn't prioritised, so we can become a bit scatty and forgetful, and find it harder to rationalise our emotions. All of these things in time will make our immune function lower and reduce our mental resilience. Therefore, in these times of coronavirus, staying on top of anxiety is key to getting into the rest and digest mode, so we can more easily stay healthy and get through this period of uncertainty. So we've talked a bit about how anxiety can impact us. So I'm going to spend some time now talking through some exercises you may find helpful in helping to calm your mind. You may already have some techniques that work for you, and hopefully these will give you a few more. The first technique is called the 3-step mindful breathing space. This can be done in a few minutes or half an hour, depending on how much time you have and how much you need to recenter. It can be used at any time, like when you're brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. It's a really helpful response to difficult emotions or worries. When we feel strong, unpleasant emotions, we tend to try and solve them or get rid of them immediately. Doing a 3-step breathing space in these moments will help us to slow down and to stay calm, present and aware, the best way to be for making rational and helpful decisions. This exercise is often explained using an hourglass metaphor. Your attention is the sand. It starts broadly at the top, collecting in one place, then it narrows as much as possible and then expands again, settling in a different way. This is the exercise we're going to work through, and I'll talk through each step individually. Step 1 is about noticing what's going on. Notice what is going on in your environment, such as lighting, sounds, smells and temperature. Then notice what is going on in your body, tension, temperature and sensations. Then notice what is going on in your mind, what is occupying most of your attention, what thoughts are coming up from you and what emotions you're feeling. Don't make any judgments about any of these things being good or bad, just accept that they are present and be present with them. Step 2. Focus on your breath. Now bring your attention inwards and focus as much as possible on your breathing. Notice all the places in your body where you can feel your breath, like your mouth, your nose, your throat and your chest. Now pick one of these and focus all your attention on that place and the sensation of the breathing there. Step 3. Expand your attention outwards again, noticing your body, your mind and your environment without judgment and without giving in to your urges to change or problem solve. Try to attend to the entire experience of being you, right here, right now. What does it feel like and what matters most? The next exercise is colour breathing. We can use colour to help us feel calm and relaxed. Different colours can promote different emotions, which can be helpful in different situations. Now, pick a colour that you find calming. Make yourself comfortable, close your eyes and bring your attention to your breathing. Whenever there are any thoughts, images, sounds or sensations coming to mind, just notice them and then gently bring your attention back to your breathing and your colour. Imagine that you have a balloon in your stomach. Notice how the balloon inflates as you breathe in and deflates as you breathe out. Notice the sensations in your abdomen. Now, visualise your colour. perhaps in the form of a light or a mist. See it in front of you, over you, surrounding you, and enveloping you. As you breathe, become aware of breathing in your colour into your nose, throat, chest, and abdomen. Now, imagine that colour spreading out within you into every part of your body and notice the effects this has. Whenever you're ready, start to bring your attention back to the here and now, wherever you are. Open your eyes and look around, noticing what you see and hear. Take a couple of deep breaths and notice the sensations that accompany this relaxing colour breathing. You can do this as long as you would like and repeat it if you need to. Another technique is called box breathing, also known as counting or rectangular breathing. You trace or visualise the outline of a shape to help you count your breath, keeping it regular and under control. For example, if you find your breathing becoming out of control, inhale through your nose for the count of 4. Hold your breath for the count of 4, then exhale through your mouth for 4, and hold again for 4. It may be helpful to trace the shape of the box with your fingertips to help get the rhythm going, or you could try drawing it. You may find different rhythms or shapes work better for you. Whichever one you pick, you may find you start to find your rhythm and relax. You can then begin to slow your counting or count to a higher number, so breathing in for 5 and holding for 5. It's a good idea to try these exercises when you're not feeling anxious to practice and find which one's most helpful. Some people may prefer to have a video or image in front of them to help regulate their breathing, like this GIF. There's loads of these available online and they're easily accessible, so have a look if it's something you may find useful. If you're in a situation where you become anxious and notice your breathing changing, you can visualise this shape to help calm your breathing again. The final exercise in this video is called Imagine a Safe Place. By spending time building your safe place into a vivid, realistic experience in your mind, you can use it to relax by imagining being there when you're feeling anxious. The more you practice and the more you involve your senses, the easier it will become for you to immerse yourself in your safe place when in distress. If you notice any negative links or images entering your safe place, find a different place to try to build it on. Try to avoid places like your home or bed, and if you're struggling to think of anywhere, hopefully some of these images will give you some inspiration. Find a comfortable, quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Focus on your breathing. Close your eyes and let any tension in your body go with every exhale. Imagine a place where you feel calm, peaceful and safe. Perhaps it's somewhere you've been, you've dreamed about, seen a picture of, or just imagined. Look around. Notice the colours, shapes, and how the light falls. Notice the sounds around you, or perhaps the silence. Sounds that are far away and those near to you, those that are noticeable and those that are subtle. Think about any smells you may notice in your safe place. Focus on any skin sensations, the ground beneath you, the temperature, the movement of air, and anything else you can touch. Notice the pleasant physical sensations in your body whilst you enjoy this place. While you're in your safe place, you might choose to give it a name, whether it's one word or a phrase that you can use to bring yourself back to that image anytime you need to. You can choose to linger there a while, just enjoying the peacefulness. You can leave whenever you want to, just by opening your eyes and being aware of where you are now and bringing yourself back to alertness in the here and now. Try to explore your safe place when you're feeling calm to build up this sensory detail ready for when you feel anxious. One way of remembering to work through your senses is to associate each sense with a digit on your hand: touch, sight, sound, smell and taste. Also, in the future, if you find yourself in a pleasant place where you feel calm and safe, take a few moments to be present and absorb the experience. Notice each sense and build up a robust account of your current experience, ready to recall the memory in the future for your safe place. In this video, I've talked through these 4 techniques you can try to use to help calm your mind when you feel anxious. I've talked through these concepts quite quickly today, and in reality you may spend longer and go through each one more slowly, so I've included some links to some videos that focus on each technique in more detail. This brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope it's been helpful for you and given you some suggestions of ways that you can help manage some of your anxieties by using relaxation during this coronavirus pandemic. Thanks again for listening and take care.